Hi, Economates. How are you? How has the year been for you? This is February, and it just seems amazing how January went by so fast. How was it? How was the month? How was January? Were you able to actualize all you wanted to do? I know a lot of persons hit the ground running, new year, new me, and we're trying to work on our goals, our targets we give ourselves, and the resolutions we've set to ourselves this year. How has everything been? Have you been busy, or are you like some of us that are still in dire need of clarity? Yeah. If you are, this video is for you. But first, I'd like to welcome some special guests. Thank you so much if this is your first time stopping by on this lovely channel. My name is Debbie, but I like to be called Debs, and here I share my life and tips on anything that interests me and most probably you. So please stick around, subscribe to this channel, like this video, and please share with your friends, family, and foes. And to my OGs, thank you so much for returning and doing it full. So now let's get into today's video. All right, guys. So towards the end of last year, I was watching the I Said What I Said podcast, and the hosts Jola and FK asked themselves what they wanted for 2025. And FK said she wanted to be happy, which is really important. Joy is coming, joy is here. So FK wanted to be happy, which is amazing. And Jola said she wanted clarity, and that hits deep. Everyone needs clarity. You can't just be moving on a certain direction or moving towards a certain place without knowing exactly what you are going to do there. Everyone deserves clarity, and that actually spurred this video. So I would like to be sharing 4 tips on how you can gain and maintain clarity throughout the remaining course of this year. So sit back and relax. So guys, disclaimer, I don't have my life figured out, but I know to an extent where I'm going to be in the next few months, which is okay, right? It's in doing that you become, and is in taking the next step in the right direction that you get to your said destination. So yeah, we are all in this journey together, and the tips I am sharing is not just for you, but also myself too. Let it stick in my head. So I'm just going to start off by saying the first tip for me would be self-awareness. Self-awareness is key. It seems like I start most of my tips talking about self-awareness, but to be very honest, without self-awareness, you cannot exactly know what you want. So you need to be clear on your values. You need to be clear on your vision. You need to be clear on a lot of things, and I like to tell people to ask themselves some very deep questions. Like, you have to look within. You need to ask yourself questions like, what do I like? What don't I like? What do I see myself doing in the next couple of, let's say, 2 years, like years, 2 to 5 years? What don't I want to be involved in? What are the hobbies I like? What is the quality of life I would like to live in the next couple of years? See, these questions they look easy, but they are deep. And I've noticed that a lot of persons do not exactly sit with themselves to have this deep introspection of who they are. So they kind of just move in the direction life throws at them. But you cannot keep going on like a dead fish. No. You have to take charge of your life, and it's in sitting with yourself and asking yourself these questions that you kind of gain clarity on the next steps and what next. Now, number 2, you have to continue doing. Like I said earlier, it's in doing that you become. It's in doing that you get clear perspective on the next steps. It's in doing that you probably get just an insight on what next you should be doing. So you have to continue doing. I get this phrase whenever I want to quit what I have started, right? And this keeps me going. So it's in doing that you become. So one tip to gain clarity is to stick with what is already working. So far, it is leading you to your desired direction and to your desired goal. Also, it's worthy to note that in doing, you are embracing consistency, which is key to maintaining clarity. Because once you're consistent, like, it's easier to work at your goals, it's easier to keep at it, it's easier to keep doing what you're doing. And it's in that process that you gain clarity on the next steps. So, the second tip is continue doing what is working for you. Now, the third thing for me is to slow down. I know this might be counterproductive to the second tip I shared, which is continue doing, but slowing down is important. Recently, I was gisting with one of my friends, and she mentioned that she was overwhelmed with a lot of stuff. I mean, the year just started, and it is okay to be overwhelmed. That means you're thinking, you're eager to know the next steps, you're eager to move on to the next level. But it's in that process of getting overwhelmed that you need to slow down. When you slow down, you need to write your thoughts down. You need to write your thoughts clearly down. There's something about pouring from your head into a book. The process of writing down, you kind of gain clarity on what you should start focusing on, right? So it's important to slow down. There are different ways at which you can slow down when you feel like you have a lot in your head. You can decide to start journaling, which is important. Writing your thoughts, writing whatever you feel like, doing, just write it down. It makes it easy for you to go back to, and who knows, the gems you are pouring from your head into the book that you can utilize in actualizing one or two goals that you have set for yourselves. So journaling is important. You can also pick up a hobby. For me, I would say reading saved my life. This was last year. I picked up reading again as a hobby, and it helped me slow down. And it was in that process of slowing down that a lot of things became clearer. Trust me, you need to find a hobby that calms you and makes your thoughts, clearer. It could be painting, it could be even cooking, right? It could anything. You just need to slow down, pause, take a breather, recalibrate, realign your thoughts, and everything would be clearer in the long run. Corner mates, this final tip is the most important for me, which is to ask the Holy Spirit. If you're a Christian and you do not utilize the Holy Spirit, I don't know what you're doing. Because the Holy Spirit has been given to us as our very present help in time of need. And we need to connect with the one who is greater than us all, whose plans are bigger and better than ours, right? We need to align our plans to his will, or align ourselves to his plan. You get the gist. So we need to be closer to God. We need to ask the Holy Spirit on the next steps, what to do. There are people like me who have a lot of skills, gifts, and passion, and we want to explore everything. Or there's no harm in exploring everything, but there's time for everything. And then you can ask the Holy Spirit what exactly you need to focus on per time, right? That will give you a lot, clarity on a different level. Imagine actualizing God's plan for your life and living in purpose. That is powerful. That is mind blown. You need to speak with the Holy Spirit. How can we do this? We need to be more prayerful. We need to meditate on the word. We need to be more in tune with our spirits, right? Rather than watching, movies, you can listen to sermons, listen to worship songs, listen to things that edify your spirit. That's how to build your spirit mind to be more in tune with the Holy Spirit. There are some people that will not move except they know that whatever step they are taking is directed from God. I'm praying to be there, because that is how to live life. In this 2025, we cannot live life without God, and we cannot live life without the guidance of the Holy Spirit. I hope you have gotten one or two things from this video, and for you, it may just be having like deep introspection and asking yourself salient questions, or you may just need to continue doing, or you may need to slow down. But most importantly, in everything, we need to ask the Holy Spirit on the next step to take. So I hope you learned something from this video, and I hope it's worthy of your like. Please leave a thumbs up on this video, leave a comment on what you think, and do not fail to share this video with your friends, family, and foes. So till next time, I remain your girl, Debbie, and I hope you live and lead a quality life, a rich and satisfying life to the glory of God. Till next time. Bye, guys.